brief comparison video of the three metronomes that I own. The Boss DB30, the Saban Zip Beat, and the tried and true Dr. Beat, which is the Boss DB90. The most basic of the metronomes that I own is entitled, or is called, the Saban Zip Beat. I had this one when I was a professional musician years ago in a theater, and we needed this on one song so that the drummer and the bass player could agree on the slow tempo we were playing this song. And this one basically, it's either on or off. Once you flip this switch, that's it. It's not very loud, so if you don't have headphones, you're not going to be able to hear this when you're drumming unless you're playing on a real soft rubber pad. It has, alright, a dial, which I like, and it's powered by a 9-volt battery. This one's available for around $35, okay? There are others that are like this or comparable, about $35. So this is probably the most basic of all metronomes. There are no subdivisions of beats, nothing fancy. It's just tick tock, tick tock. All right, it has a light, which I think is sort of useless. It has different beats. You can do 1 through 6, emphasizing different beats in the measure. But anyway, that's the Saban Zip Beat, right around $35. Now, the little brother to the Dr. Beat is made by a Boss, and it's the DB30. The DB30 is powered by one of these little round batteries. I think it's a 2032. The only thing about inserting the battery with this one is you have to have a small screwdriver to take out the screw that holds the cover on. So I don't really like that. It's powered by that, and you can touch, and this is the sound. You probably can't hear it. It's so soft. That's as loud as it goes. So really, this is more of a metronome that you would use if you had headphones. All right, you're not going to be able to use this metronome. You might be able to hear it when you're playing. Let's see. Yeah, if you're playing on a rubber pad, you can just barely hear it. So this is more of a metronome, the DB30 by Boss, where you would put headphones on to check your playing. If you're teaching lessons like I do, this is going to be useless. All right, you need something loud so that you can have that beat played so that everybody can hear it. So that's the DB30. It does have different subdivisions that you can play. Let me see if I can make it work. Triplets and so forth. 8th note. Triplets. Sixteenths. Alright. So that's the DB30. And the tried and true DB90 Dr. Beat. Oh, the DB30 I believe is around $40, $40 to $50. Okay, so slightly more expensive than the Tick Tock Tick Tock with more features. Still very quiet. It's a very quiet metronome that you will have to have headphones on. Not so for Dr. Beat. So Dr. Beat, we all know this one. It has the slides. So we start with just the chirp, which is sort of the offensive clave sound. Alright, very loud. You want to add just a tick, a little bit more subdued. You can put them together. That's the sound we're all familiar with. Alright, and then beyond that, the slides are very convenient. We have 8th notes, triplets. Actually, hang on. Triplets, sixteenths, all right, and many other features. And what I like about this metronome is the setting of the tempo. I mean, it's done right here. Okay. I'm not going to go into the different beats. They're actually outlined on the back, and you press it in and you have different beats. There's also memory on this if you're using it with drum corps or band, etc. But as a practice tool, I really think the DB90 is the way to go. It is a little more expensive. It's Sweetwater Music up in Indiana. They sell these for $150, all right, with free shipping. So if you're in the market for the best metronome, in my opinion, on the market is the DB90. It also comes with a case, a little bag. I've had this metronome probably maybe about 10 years, and I'm getting ready to shoot another video of me receiving my new Dr. Beat, because this one I'm getting ready to retire, the metronome. So anyway, so in my opinion, the DB30 is a good metronome. It has some of the same features as the DB90, but it's not as loud. So you're going to have headphones, which may not be an issue for you. The Sabin, I mean, tick tock, tick tock. All right, and the Dr. Beat. All right, so that's the three. When I was in college, we used a metronome called the Franz, F-R-A-N-Z, Franz metronome, and it was only electric, didn't have batteries, so you had to have a practice room, which we did, practice rooms with electrical outlets. So we'd plug it in and away we went. So we didn't have to worry about batteries, but those are not produced anymore, I don't believe. You can find them on eBay for different prices, late 70s, I believe. So anyway, that's just my opinion on the three metronomes that I currently own and use every day. Dr. Beat, that's the way to go. A little more expensive, save off your money, 150 bucks. There are some on eBay that are used that you can get. I'm not into buying used electronics because I don't trust it. So, Dr. Beat, that's the way to go. Hopefully this has been helpful for some of you younger drummers out there that are looking for ways of practicing and keeping all of your strokes and all your rudiments lined up with the metronome. All right, have a great day. Stay tuned for another video about my old Dr. Beat being put out to pasture. Have a great day.